This is how I built a batteryless solar pond aeration system. This is an updated, simplified version of my previous build that might help some of you out who are having troubles with your low voltage disconnect, having to reset every morning. I will have a link for everything used in this video down in the description. Starting out in the pond, I have a diffuser attached on top of a 5-gallon weighted bucket. I have a weighted air line run from that bucket into my box, which is connected to this Metalla AC pump. The reason why I'm using AC pump versus a DC pump is that I have not found a DC pump that will start up when the temperatures fall below 0 degrees. I'm using two 12-volt, 100-watt solar panels. These solar panels are the same. The one on the left versus the right look a little different just because of the time difference that I bought them at. They updated the versions. They are connected in parallel with these Y-branch connectors and an inline fuse connected to the positive side. The Metalla pump is then plugged in to this 300-watt Bestic inverter. The inverter wires are run into this box. I clipped off the plug on the end of the inverter. And the positive and negative wires from the solar panel feed into the box. Now here is where I changed it up from my previous version. In the previous version, I used a relay to connect things together. And I found out that by removing this relay, it solved a few people's issues with the low voltage disconnect resetting every morning. How you want to wire this up is you're going to have your positive and negative wires run into your buck converter from your solar panel. And then from the output of your buck converter, you're going to run your negative into this connector along with the negative coming from your inverter and another wire coming off and going into your low voltage disconnect on the negative side. So you have 3 negative wires here. One's from your inverter, one is coming off the output of your buck converter, and one is feeding into the low voltage disconnect. From there, all you need to do is run the positive coming off of your buck converter and feed it into the positive side of your low voltage disconnect. The positive wire coming off of your inverter is going to feed into the output of your low voltage disconnect positive side. You're not going to have anything coming off of the negative side. So to recap all this, you have your negative coming from your inverter, one negative coming from your output of your buck converter, and the other negative feeding in to the input of your low voltage disconnect. The positive and negative wires are both connected to your buck converter, and the positive wire is going to feed into your low voltage disconnect, and the positive wire coming out of your low voltage disconnect is going to your inverter. A lot more simplified than I had it previously. If you guys see my previous video where I used the relay, there's a lot more wiring going on. Using this setup, I have found that a lot of people have solved the issue of their low voltage disconnect resetting each morning. Now a couple things to note here on this buck converter. You have 2 adjustments down here on the bottom. You have a voltage output and an amperage output. The amperage output, you want to make sure it's turned all the way up, and your voltage I have set to 14.10 volts. As you can see on my low voltage disconnect, the voltage coming in is 14.1 volts. I have my disconnect set at 12 volts because you want to keep that a little bit higher than your inverter. The purpose here with this low voltage disconnect is to shut the inverter off before the inverter internal low voltage disconnect shuts itself off. Because if that inverter shuts itself off, it's not going to restart the next morning. I have the voltage reconnect set at 2 volts. So what that means is at 12 volts, it's going to disconnect. And when it gets back to 14 volts, it'll reconnect. I have it set for 2 volt discrepancy so that when at nighttime the sun is going down and it's kind of picking up a little bit of that sun, it's not kicking on and off. It's not cycling on and off real fast. This here gives it a little bit of a lenience so that when it shuts off, it'll stay off. You don't want your inverter kicking on and off. With this system, it'll even run on cloudy days. As you can see today, it's overcast. And the inverter is running right now. It doesn't have to be a clear sunny day for this system to work. I have found that as long as it's not pouring out in really dark gray clouds, that the system will come on. Well, thanks for joining me today. I hope you guys found this video informational and helpful as well. And I hope that it solves a lot of your guys' issues that you were having with your low voltage disconnect, having to reset every morning. As with any system, there are pros and cons to using this batteryless system. The pros are you're going to save yourself a lot of money by not having to buy those expensive batteries. You're not going to have to worry about batteries going dead and having to replace those, as they can be very expensive. And this system is pretty much maintenance free. I haven't even been down here in 6 months now to check on it. It's just been running flawlessly for the last 1.5 years. The best part about this system is it's very simple to set up. You just have a couple of components. You have a low voltage disconnect, a buck converter, your inverter, and your pump. And wiring it is pretty basic. The only downfall to using this system versus a battery is that as soon as the sun starts to set, your system's going to shut off. It won't restart again until the next morning when the sun starts to rise. So take that into consideration when building your system. If you need your pump to run through the night, you're going to want to go with the battery system. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to leave those in the comment section. As always, thanks for watching, and remember to get outdoors with Deano.